Hello and welcome back to Nelson All Over Cards. My name is Nelson and today we're doing a two-handed member requested game from Jasco. And now this has got a really fun story, and so I'm going to read the post that they used to ask for this game because I thought it was a lot of fun. So Jasco, while deep in space on a mission that took them away from Earth, Captain Marvel and Nova received a message from Rocket Raccoon and the Guardians. Hey, Humies, just thought you'd like to know that Drang and his band of Badoon are headed to Earth, but don't worry, because the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy got this. Well, Carol and Sam knew better, and the two of them raced back to Earth to find Drang had launched a full-scale invasion of Earth. Carol decides this is a good enough time to teach Sam a lesson in regarding purpose. So, we're going to have a little OP fun in this one with some minor limitations. Carol has to play in blue and bring 2 copies of Clarity of Purpose. Nova can play any aspect, but I'm going for the bonus points and playing Nova in green. Captain Marvel cannot put the first purpose of Clarity on Nova, and you cannot win until Nova has Clarity of Purpose. Also, the only allies that we have available to us are Guardian and Shield allies, which is kind of fun because we have to get a little creative on how to cheat those in. So let's talk about the decks. I am going for those bonus points, trying to get Nova in green. So we've got Starhawk, Nick, Cosmo, and Charlie as our allies. Those are all Guardians and our Shield. And then we're going to be trying to activate Nova as many times as possible. With his Unleash the Nova Force, he really wants readies. He really wants to be able to activate as many times to use his helmet. He's all about basic activations, right? So we've got What Doesn't Kill Me and Ever Vigilant, which are going to help stand him up and activate again. We've got a Night Nurse and Med Team. Now the Med Teams are going to be a lot for the allies over here on Carol's side, but also can come in clutch to heal maybe a hero if we absolutely need them to. We got Establish Perimeter and Render Medical Aid. These can be kind of, panic buttons, hit them, or we can set them up for Unleash turns. We got Energy Barriers and we got Force Field Generators. Now, the Force Field Generators we have to be a little careful of because the Clarity of Purpose, well, actually, no, just kidding. We deal a damage to the character. It's Grim Resolve is the one where you have to take it from X23. So yeah, you can block the damage with the Force Field Generator. We got Symbiote Soup because Nova really likes to be infected with the symbiotes. Power Protections and the doubles. So that's Nova's deck, kind of setting him up. We want clarity on him. We'll have a lot of resource generators, which will be a lot of fun because we have Milano, we have clarity, and we have his helmet. Carol's deck is going to be Clarity of Purpose. We got Rocket, Groot, and Gamora. These are our Guardian allies, but we don't have the Guardian trait, and so we have to figure out a way to cheat them in. We can do that with either Make the Call or Call for Backup. We get around the play requirements, being play only if your identity has a Guardian trait. We put them into play using this trick. And so that's kind of how we're going to be getting these in. Once we have those in, we're going to keep them alive with reinforced suits and team trainings. And then we're rounding it out with Nick and Agent 13. Agent 13 is probably going to be targeting Alpha Flight Station just to increase some of our card draw. We got Morale Boost. This is going to be for Nova. Now, I'm not 100% sure how frequently we're going to get this lined up to give Nova that stat boost, but if we can get it on a Unleash turn, we have a lot more chances of hitting multiple readies and multiple activations of Unleash, so that'll be really cool. If nothing else, it's a lightning resource, and we really like lightning resources with Carol. We got a Quinn Carrier, a Helicarrier. We got a Specialized Training. Now, we're going to go Frontline Specialist for Carol. We're going to be taking a lot of damage with Carol. I think that's going to be what she's going to do. She's also going to be the one that I think is going to flip a little bit more than Nova. And so giving that plus hit points and then also just taking the hits because we don't have a ton of chump blockers in her deck. And then Combat Specialist over here for Sam because there's a lot of minions in that deck and that's just going to help us get even more. We got Build Support. And we've got Power in All of Us and the doubles to top it off for Carol. I'm pretty excited. I actually have not played... I played Nova more recently than I have Captain Marvel, but I have not played Captain Marvel in a while, and so I'm really pumped to try this out. It's always fun to bring some of these characters back to the game and see how it goes, because Oh, yeah. All the characters just have such cool things going for them. So we are running standard mod sets with expert on Drang. The goal here is to get clarity on Carol, ideally immediately. Clarity can kind of trade itself for a resource with her hero's side with her rechannel, so we can spend a lightning resource to heal 1 damage and then draw a card. Since we have to take that damage with clarity, we can actually just use clarity to fuel rechannel, we heal, and then we also then get to draw a card. So instead of generating a wild resource, it can generate a card draw for us. So that is very, very strong, right? It's very, very strong. Milano is actually going to start over here with Carol, both from a thematic standpoint, because if Carol is the one mentoring Sam here, she should take first player, show him the ropes a little bit, but also all the side schemes are in Carol's deck, so we want her to go first. I should say all the build side schemes. Nova has a couple, but they're more mid to late game side schemes. Yeah. We got Milano starting here, and Drang starting on stage 2 because we are playing expert mode. So when Drang is revealed, if Drang's spear is in play, give him a face down boost card. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Drang's spear and add it. Then after Drang schemes, we have to resolve the Badoon's charge up ability. Charge up is just going to spray us with damage. Terrestrial Invasion, put the Badoon ship environment into play, and the Milano support into play. And then we're going to come over here. This is going to start us with 4 and go up by 4 each round. It does go up pretty fast. It is by 4. We do have a forced response that after we resolve step 1 of the Terrestrial Invasion, we have to add a barrage counter to the Badoon ship. And then the Badoon ship says that if there are 4 more barrage counters, deal 2 indirect damage to each player and remove all barrage counters from here. So hopefully we don't have to deal all that into a tough. But that can sometimes happen. So we'll have to be careful there. We have a first player action to exhaust the Milano and remove 3 threat from the main. And I think that's kind of the setup. So let's dive into it. We got 6 cards over here with Captain Marvel. Or Carol, I should say. We got Reinforced Suit, Gamora, Cosmic Flight. I am mulliganing that entire hand. I don't have anything that I can attach Reinforced Suit. I cannot play Gamora or a Rocket, but I do want them in my discard pile for those make the calls. Cosmic Flight is fine, and Photon Blast is not what we're looking to do right now. We're trying to build, so let's mulligan. Let's just dive 6 more cards. Power in all of us. Build support, Alpha Flight Station, now we're talking, Photonic Blast, Genius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a Energy Channel. Let's go. That's a much, much better hand. Let's see what Nova's got. Got Ever Vigilant, Lightspeed Flight, Pot Shot, Nick Fury, Starhawk, that's 2, 4, 5, and a Force Field Projection. Now we don't need the Force Field Projection. We don't need the Pot Shot. I feel like Ever Vigilant could be nice. We have an alter ego action here that spend 1 resource of any type, search your deck and discard pile for the Supernova Helmet and add it to your hand, or put it into play if you paid for it with a wild resource. I think we can go Ever Vigilant. We're gonna keep Nick. We're gonna keep Lightspeed Flight, and we're gonna keep Ever Vigilant. Let's toss Starhawk. Let's see if we can get a wild. We got Render Medical Aid, the Night Nurse, and a What Doesn't Kill Me. Alrighty. Sweet. So Carol Danvers has the ability to draw a card, or to choose a player for them to draw a card. I think we're probably going to give that to Carol. Now, we just don't have a lot that we can pay for. So yeah, we're gonna give Commander to Carol to give us a Cosmic Flight. Sure. Alright, let's flip up to hero form. Let's use, oh wait, actually before we do that, hold on, sorry. Let's use a, ooh, what are we doing here? Let's use a Photonic Blast to play a Alpha Flight Station. So we can exhaust this, Choose and discard one card from your hand to draw a card, or 2 cards if you're Carol Danvers. We're going to discard Cosmic Flight and draw into Clarity of Purpose. There it is. And a call for backup. Ooh. Unfortunately, we have a lot of money and not a lot to pay for, but we can generate a wild resource for any player, which is great because Nova loves his wild resources. Now we're going to flip up. I think I go build support over call for backup. So let's use a genius to play build support. That comes in with 6 threat, 3 threat per player. We're going to play energy channel. We're going to use power in all of us to play clarity of purpose on Captain Marvel. I probably should have done this earlier, but let's see. We're going to use the turn clarity of purpose into a card draw. So we take a damage, then we heal a damage, and we draw into Captain Marvel's helmet. And we'll go ahead and thwart 2 off of build support. Leave it with 4. Perfect. Okay, we have a Captain Marvel's helmet and a call for backup. I'm going to probably pitch the helmet, but I think we're going to keep call for backup and we can play that next turn. And we'll pass it over to Nova. We're going to spend a resource of any type. We're going to use the Milano. So we're going to generate a wild resource for Sam. We're going to spend a resource of any type to search our deck and discard pile for Supernova Helmet. And since we paid for it with a wild, we get to put it directly into play. This gives us the aerial trait. And it also says that we can exhaust the Supernova Helmet to generate a wild resource. But Sam gets really, really cool because let's go ahead and flip up and take a look at Nova's side. After you use one of Nova's basic powers, attack, thwart, defend, ready Supernova Helmet. So we get really, really fun here. So let's go ahead and use Supernova Helmet to play Lightspeed Flight on build support. So we double the number of wild resources generated when playing this card. So we paid for it with a wild. Hero action, remove 3 threat from a scheme. We'll take it off of build support. We'll use Nova then to thwart build support, which is going to clear that and also ready Supernova Helmet, which is pretty awesome. So each one of us gets to search our deck and discard pile for a support and put it into play. Over here, we are going to grab a med team. Yep, med team. But Captain Marvel is where it gets kind of fun. I think probably what we'll do is we'll go Helicarrier here. I think that has a little bit more of an immediate impact on the game. The other option would be Quinn Carrier. And so we got Quinn Carrier. Then we got team training, but I don't think that's necessary. I'd rather get the Helicarrier or the Quinn Carrier. Let's go Helicarrier. It has a little bit more synergy with like Agent 13, and also we can use it to pay for something with Nova this turn if we wanted to, and so that's also pretty nice. Nice. Okay. I think we will use a Supernova Helmet. I should have done this first. A Helicarrier, a What Doesn't Kill Me, and a Render Medical Aid to play Mr. Nick Fury. We're going to choose to draw 3 cards. We got to Unleash the Nova Force, a Connection to the World Mind, does not count towards our hand size, and a Pot Shot. Okay. Nick is going to not do anything, I don't think. Let's use a Pot Shot and an Unleash to play Ever Vigilant. So we'll ready our hero, remove 2 threat from the main. We will use Nova to hit 1 off of Drang. That's going to ready the Nova Helmet. We're going to use Nova Helmet to play Night Nurse, which we can use to heal a damage from a hero, and then remove a status card from it, which I don't think is super relevant in this scenario, but We are. Nick will go ahead and take 2 here, which is going to give him 8 damage. And we're going to hang on to connection to the world mine because it doesn't count towards our hand, so we can draw past it, basically. I would say that's a fairly decent start. So let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to hang on to connection. We are going to pitch our helmet. And we're going to draw up to 5. So call for backup, Spider-Woman. Nice. Make the call. There we go. Energy channel with a make the call. Let's get Gamora. And we've got a specialized training. That's, ooh, I really like specialized training. I think I go for that over call for backup at this point. Because if we can get specialized training turn 2, which I don't know, that's a lot of thwart. That's a lot of thwarting, but we'll see. We'll see. So connection does not count, so we're drawing 5 cards. Pot shot. What doesn't kill me? What doesn't kill me? Jesse Alexander. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And a power protection. Okay, so with seeing both of these what doesn't kill me, I think I'm just going to take a hit to the face because I want to be able to use what doesn't kill me to ready multiple times. We're going to start out by placing 4 threat on the main, 2 threat per player, and then we're going to add a counter to the Badoon ship. It does not have 4, so we're good. Drang is going to attack Captain Marvel. We're going to use Nick to step in and take the hit of 4, 5, 6. It's going to take out Nick. And then we've got a attack of 4. We're going to take it right to the face. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us too bad. 4, 7. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. So that's we're down to 3. Cool. Let's pass out cards. First one goes to Captain Marvel. We got Shadow the Past turn 1. Let's go. Yeah. Young Rog. After he attacks, place 1 threat on the Psyche Magnetron. The Psyche Magnetron comes in with 5 threat and it has a hazard icon. And we're going to shuffle all these treacheries into the encounter deck. Cool. Turn 1 Shadows is always fun. That's always a good time, right? Right, guys? Right, guys? Cool. Right? And we've got a Badoon Assassin. After the Badoon Assassin engages you, it attacks you with +2 attack. I'm trying to figure out if I want to have Captain Marvel defend this or if I want to defend it with Nova. I think we're going to defend it with Nova. So Nova gets attacked for 3, and Nova, I mean, I feel like he had this ambitious goal. He was gonna show up and like win or like just prove his mentor wrong and just be like super great and try and show Captain Marvel that he's ready for the big leagues, and took 80% damage turn 1. Oh my goodness, cool. So a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna pass the first player token, which we're using as the Milano here, and yeah. So that's fun. Oh, yeah. Cool. Let's use power protection to play what doesn't kill me. So we're going to heal 2 damage from our hero. And ready him. Nova's going to punch the assassin. Oh, wait. Actually, before we do that, let's use our Supernova helmet. Supernova helmet is going to play pot shot. I'm going to deal 4 damage to Young Rog. Then we're going to punch the assassin, which will ready our helmet. Let's use Supernova Helmet connection to the World Mind to play What Doesn't Kill Me to heal 2 and stand up. We'll punch Yag Rog for 1, take him out. It's going to ready the helmet. And we're going to use the helmet and the Milano to play Jesse Alexander, who, as an alter ego action, we can shuffle 1 copy of Connection to the World Mind from your discard pile into your deck, then draw a card. We're going to flip down with Nova. I think Nova was humbled a little bit. And I'm realizing I don't have a lot of physical resources to get rid of Drang's spears, so I don't. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and use Jesse to shuffle a copy of Connection into our deck, and we'll draw a card. We got this. Unleash Nova Force. Okay. That could come in handy next turn. It is Captain Marvel's turn. Make the call, can bring in... I'm kind of thinking Rocket more so than Gamora at this point. Let's see what Clarity brings us. Rechannel Clarity into another Make the Call. Alrighty. Let's use a Energy Absorption, Make the Call to bring Rocket into play. We're probably going to do this again and not play a... Actually, ooh, what we can do is we can go Helicarrier. No, that doesn't really work, does it? I want to play Make the Call to get Gamora in. That means that we can take up the Psyche Magnetron because we have 2, 4, 5 thwart with Gamora. And then we're going to discard until we get an event. But I want to hang on to this. Let's Alpha Flight Station Spider-Woman and draw into Reinforced Suit. I was hoping for a double. That I think it doesn't really matter, but we will make the call for Gamora. Not quite sure what those were. Gamora will thwart 1 off of here. This takes us down to 4. The other thing that we could think about is we could leave that and take the encounter card that gives us more unleash stuff with Sam. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's discard until we get an event. Morale boost. Okay, well that kind of works. Not really, but oh, we'll just sync the morale boost into energy channel. And we'll thwart for 4 to take out the Psyche Magnetron. Get that hazard icon out of here. Okay, let's stand up. Okay. Sam, we've got an unleash. I'm thinking it's going to be a tough turn to unleash. We don't have any minions. We're going to have a ton of threat here. If we don't draw into a side scheme, then we're going to pass on unleash and hopefully draw something better. We got Ever Vigilant, Force Field Generator, Lightspeed Flight, Symbiote Suit, Energy Barrier, and a Connection to the World Mine, which we get to draw past into a Genius. Ooh, alrighty. That's I like that. Captain Marvel's got a Clarity of Purpose, Energy, Morale Boost, Team Training, and they Make the Call 2, 4, 5. Okay. We're going to add 4 threat here. We're going to go and use our Charge Up, which we'll place 1 there. Now, Drang is going to scheme over here for 2, +0, and we got rid of an advance. That's big. So we're going to add 2, take this up to 10. Then after Drang schemes, we add a counter here. Drang is going to attack for 4 against Captain Marvel. I think we take it. I think we take it here. We do have another Make the Call, but I don't know if I want to play that. I don't think I do. So let's just take it. It's gonna be 4. It's always a 3 boost icon when you take it undefended. So that'll take us down to 5. Ow. Okay. Encounter cards. Sam gets his first one, which is going to be a Rogue Vessel. This is going to surge. When the villain phase ends, deal 1 damage to each player. We can exhaust the Milano, spend 2 resources of any type to discard this card. Now, that's going to surge into a Badoon Grunt. After it engages you, if there are no other minions engaged with you, deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. And all of a sudden, it starts to look like a pretty good Unleash turn. It's an Assault, which is going to surge into a Blockade. It comes in with 6. Ooh, that's some card advantage. And we've got Exhaustion, Surge. Geez, so much Surge into Weight of the World. As an alter ego action, we can exhaust Sam, remove this obligation from the game. While this card is in play, the Supernova Helmet cannot ready. We'll get rid of that. Cool. Milano goes over here, and yeah, that's fun. That's cool, guys. That's fun. Okay, let's go ahead and... We don't have Unleash, right? No, we don't. So it doesn't really matter. First player action. So we can exhaust the Milano to get rid of Rogue Vessel, which I forgot to do. We have to deal 1 damage to each player. Takes us down to 4 and 5. I think we want to get rid of that. That's just going to eat us away. If we do that... Yeah, let's go exhaust Milano, spend an energy. We'll get rid of the Rogue. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. To get rid of Rogue Vessel. We're going to discard and make the call for Alpha Flight Station to draw into another energy channel. It does not really work because you can only have 1 of these per player. We will use Morale Boost to rechannel. So we're going to heal 1 and stand up. Or and draw a card, which is Nick Fury. Huh. I want to hang on to Clarity of Purpose. I want to get that down onto the table as soon as possible. So let's go Clarity of Purpose over here. Helicarrier, Energy Channel, and a Team Training to play Nick Fury, the commander of S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. Spy. Running out of space already. That's always a good sign, right? Nick comes in, and we're going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We have an Agent 13. Don't really want to play over any of these allies, though. So, we have a Lightspeed Flight. Cool. So if we use Gamora to thwart here, we get to discard until we get a event, which is Crisis. Perfect. We're going to use Rocket to attack the Badoon Grunt. So he gets +3. So he's attacking for 4 with Overkill. Take 2 from Drang. And then Nick will take this down to 3, which will be perfect for a Lightspeed Flight. We can get rid of that spear. Oh, we don't have a mental that's not Clarity of Purpose. I don't think that I'm willing to give up the Clarity of Purpose play. We will probably flip down. I think we'll probably flip down. I may overplay one of these allies actually. Before we do anything too crazy, let's use a Crisis to play a Clarity of Purpose on Sam. All the wilds. And do we want to play Agent 13? I don't think we do. We could just go Crisis into the Blockade, which is going to potentially be better. No, not really. Okay, we're gonna flip down here. We're going to Commander action to draw Carol a card, which is Crisis. I think we're going to use these four to play Agent 13. I don't know why I thought that I wasn't going to have an ally problem. I definitely will have an ally problem. We're gonna pitch Rocket here and play Agent 13 on top. And we're just gonna have her. Well, we could thwart. The problem is that we don't have a great, like, just ready. Because we're exhausting for Weight of the World, but we don't have a great ready. And then we're throwing 3 thwart into blockade. We could Ever Vigilant, but we cannot remove the threat from the main. Am I getting too hung up on efficiency? I do feel like it's time for a symbiote. I feel like it's time for a symbiote play. I feel like I'm getting a little too hung up on efficiency at this point. Because it gives us a helicarrier, it gives us a resource. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go 2 here. And we'll ready helicarrier. Okay. Sam, we're going to exhaust to remove Weight of the World from the game. It's going to go over there. We're going to use Connection to the World Mine, Genius, and a helicarrier to play Symbiote Suit. That's going to give us a +1 to all of our stats. I'm going to get these out because it's fun. We got 1, 1, 1. So +1 to all of our stats. And 10 hand size and +1 hand size. Or 10 hand size. Now that'd be cool. 10 hit points and +1 hand size. And yeah, we can just kind of tuck that because we don't really need it. We got all of our tokens as reminders now. We'll use a med team to heal Gamora. And we will use Jesse to shuffle in the Connection to the World Mine that I put over here for some reason. Probably help if I actually give Nova his health. So we have a lot of health. Now we can use that health as resources. We can use that health to soak some of Drang's damage coming in. But also, like, Clarity of Purpose is now pretty sweet. I'm going to draw into a Charlie 27. Interesting. Cool. Let's flip up to Nova. We'll go Supernova Helmet, Clarity of Purpose, take a damage to play. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that damage quite yet. Supernova Helmet to play Lightspeed Flight to clear the blockade. Now we'll use Clarity. We'll take that damage. We'll spend a... Let's use a Force Field Generator to play Ever Vigilant. To ready and remove 2 threat from the main. Take that down to 8. We'll thwart 2 off the main, which will ready the helmet, and then we'll use the helmet and Charlie to play Energy Barrier. Alrighty, let's stand up. I'm a little nervous we're gonna lose the main, but it is what it is. Everything's ready. First player is gonna draw first. We got Groot, Quinn Carrier, Energy Absorption, nice. Power in all of us, woo, love that. Photonic Blast, 2, 4, 5, 6. That's a deck out. Uh-oh, we got a lot of encounter cards coming Carol's way. This round. That's fun. Oops. But we get all of our make the calls back into the deck, which is pretty nice. Nova's going to get 6. We got Force Field Projection. I still think we block with Nick, though. Connection to the World Mind. Beautiful. Connection to the World Mind. I love that pull. Energy Barrier. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We still have a Unleash Nova Force in there, I think? Or have we seen both of them? There's one. We had one in our open. Just kidding. Good. We're going to take this up to 10. And we're going to deal 2 indirect damage to everybody. We're going to go 1 here. 1 here. 2 on Nova. No, just kidding. 1 on Nova. And then Energy Barrier. We prevent 1 and deal 1. Okay. We're going to scheme over here for 2, 3. Give the villain a tough status card. If the villain already has a tough, he gets +2. So that's going to be a total of 3 thread here. The 13 out of 16. Drang is going to attack. We're going to block with Nick. So he's attacking for 4, 5. Nick is in our discard pile for a sweet make the call action, which would be pretty cool. I love how many cards I have. Nice. Okay, let's deal out 1, 1, and Symbiote. First one, Kree Manipulator Surge. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. Surge is into Holo Breach. Choose to exhaust Milano. Spend 2 mental resources. Deal 3 damage to the first player. We're going to exhaust Milano. Okay. Next up, a Badoon Grunt, which deals ourselves another encounter card. We got a Badoon Engineer, which I forgot to charge up for the scheme. Badoon Engineer reminds me to do so. Then we've got a Blindside. We can exhaust Milano, spend 2 physical resources, or stun the first player. We'll stun Captain Marvel. It's annoying, but Nova only gets 1. Badoon Engineer. Charge up again. I really wish I want my Unleash. I want my Unleash now. This would be epic. Cool. Milano, exhausted, comes over here to Nova. Sorry, Nova. Let's use Supernova Helmet to play Lightspeed Flight to take 3 from here. Oh, we have the Night Nurse. Haha. Heal 1. We'll remember to do this once Carol flips up to hero form. It is heal a hero, so I will remember to call on that action. That's interesting. You have to heal a hero. Cool. Okay. Nova will punch the Badoon Engineer for 2. We're gonna go Clarity, prevent it with Energy Barrier to take out the Badoon Engineer. We're gonna use that and a Energy to play a 2nd copy of Med Team. We'll use this copy of Med Team to heal Agent 13. Supernova Helmet. Force Field. Oh, wait. Let's get rid of this stupid spear. Supernova Helmet. Force Field. And Cosmo. We'll get rid of the helmet. All right. Oh, wrong space. We'll get rid of the spear. Okay. We got 2 connection to the World Minds to play another copy of Energy Barrier. I think we're gonna stay in hero form. We could, if we flip down, we go 2, 4, 6. We're decking out regardless. I'm trying to figure out if I want to flip. If we flip down and get a connection to the world mind in there, we'd still, but we would draw the connection. Let's flip down. I'm a little concerned about threat. I think we're gonna lose. I think we're gonna probably lose the main, but we'll see what happens. We'll flip down. We'll use Jesse to shuffle connection into the deck, and we get to draw a card. Establish perimeter. We're gonna use a helicarrier to allow him to play that. That's gonna give us access to tough status cards, which I think Carol could use. Because Carol's taking a beating. And we're gonna pass over to Carol Danvers. We're gonna use her commander to draw a call for backup. Of course we are. Right after we played Establish, we will use Alpha Flight Station to discard a group. We don't need group. To draw 2. We got Reinforced Suit and a Crisis. Ooh, actually, that's pretty nice. Let's use Agent 13 to thwart 2 off of Established Perimeter. And we will ready Alpha Flight Station. We'll use Alpha Flight Station. And we will pitch Crisis to draw Crisis and Photonic Blast already. I think we heal here. Since we have a second Crisis, we can take care of Established Perimeter. We can take a couple off of there. We don't have the aerial trait, just kidding. Crisis is a tough card. Crisis is not the best card. We could just straight up thwart. I think we're gonna heal with Carol. So that's gonna give us 4 health. Take us up to 8. We'll flip and we'll remember Night Nurse at this point. Heal and remove stun. Good stuff, good stuff. Gamora is now going to attack and take out the grunt. We'll use our hero response to discard until we get a event. I'm hoping it's a make the call. Team training is sad to see go. Ah, all the events. Where there it is. It is a make the call, so that's nice. I think we make the call. Oh, we could go we're gonna go Spider Woman. So let's use a make the call, energy absorption to play Spider Woman. After Spider Woman enters play, we get to confuse Drang. Just gonna protect that main really, really well. Oof, love that. And we're going to go ahead and thwart off of Established Perimeter. Give us both a tough status card. Oh, that's gonna... No, we're not, because the ship is just gonna throw indirect damage. And there's a chance we draw a Unleash next turn, so instead we're just gonna take it off of the main. Take this down to 9. Well, Clarity of Purpose into a card draw using Rechannel, into another Make the Call. Honestly, probably worth it. Let's use a Make the Call. Power in All of Us for 2. Crisis for 3. And a... You know what? We're just going to use Call for Backup for 4 to bring in Nick. I'm going to overplay Spider Woman. We're going to draw 3 cards. Energy. Reinforced Suit. Reinforced Suit. Alrighty, let's go. Nice. Let's use one of the Reinforced Suits. Let's see if there's a non-lightning. Photonic Blast is not horrible. There's a couple of things I want to do. I really want to be thwarting the main. I need to take out the Badoon Engineer. I want to drop a reinforced suit on both of these. So there's a lot that I want to do, but I think let's just start by using energy, morale boost, photonic blast to deal 5 damage to the engineer. Since I paid for it with using it's just a lightning resource. So I'm instead of the morale boost, I'm going to use a photonic blast. I get to draw a card into an energy absorption. Let's go. Nice. Sick. We use an energy absorption for a Quinn carrier. Now we're ramping. Sick. Quinn carrier will drop a reinforced suit on Gamora. Reinforced suit will drop a reinforced suit on Agent 13. Actually, no, sorry, a photonic blast will do that. And then we'll sink 2 into the energy channel here. Take that up to 3. Nick will thwart 2 here. We have an energy barrier. We're about to get sprayed with 2 damage here. We can prevent that with the energy barriers here, and then we can use that to knock a tough. And so I don't want to throw Nick in front of that tough right now. Very happy with that. We'll stand up now. Our first player, Sam, gets Ever Vigilant and the Power of Protection, a Strength, Force Field Generator, Miss Marvel, a Connection to the World Mind, an Encounter card, and since Connection does not count for our hand limit, 1 more card. We really haven't touched Drang that much, but these characters are pretty explosive, and so I think we'll get a Drang hit here pretty soon. Our last card is a Pot Shot. Speaking of Drang, taking Drang out. Captain Marvel gets. Just making sure that was 2, 4, 6, 7. Yep. Oh, we get 1 more because of Symbiote suit, which is Cosmo. Good boy. Captain Marvel gets 5. We got Strength, Energy Channel, Genius, Make the Call. Ooh, hello Nick again, and a Crisis. 2, 4, 5. Perfect. Let's add 4 here. That's going to take us up to 11. Drang is going to scheme, but he's confused. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do this first. So 2 indirect damage to each player. We're going to go 1 on Nick and 1 on Agent 13. And then we've got... We'll prevent 2 of the damage. And we'll ping the tough with 1, hit for 1. Over here. This still needs a 2. Okay. Schemed, attacking. We'll block with Nick. Maybe 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take Nick out. We'll pass out encounter cards. Badoon Lieutenant. While this minion is engaged with you, you cannot thwart the main. And a family emergency. You can flip to alter ego form. We're absolutely going to do this. This is actually perfect because then we don't have to be in alter ego form going into the next villain phase, but we still get to trigger the commander. So we're going to flip and we'll exhaust to remove this from the game. Cool. Our encounter card over here is an assault, which gains surge into a Badoon Grunt. Then we're going to deal ourselves a Badoon Sentry. Okay. I want Unleash. Let's use our commander over here to draw into a What Doesn't Kill Me. It's not an Unleash, though. Bummer. Okay. Cool. Let's go and... Oh, and we get Alpha Flight Station. Let's go. We'll go Crisis into the Alpha Flight to draw Morale Boost and a Cosmic Flight. Sweet. Agent 13 will thwart off of Established Perimeter. And ready Alpha Flight. We both get Tufts. It's a little weird. It's a little weird and out of order because now the clarities are kind of offline this turn. I don't want to throw a clarity into a tough status card, so that's a little strange, but we'll go Cosmic Flight into, or we'll use Alpha Flight for a, we'll go Morale Boost to draw into a Morale Boost and a okay, cool. Nice. Alrighty. Let's flip up to Captain Marvel. At this point, we're going to use, what are the things that I want to get into the discard? I want to get this into the discard. So let's go Helicarrier to take this to 4. Let's use a Cosmic Flight to take it to 5. And then we'll trigger this to deal 10 damage to Drang. Because I'm going to use Make the Call to play Nick from the discard pile. And so that puts the energy channel back into the reshuffle because I have 1 card here in my deck. So let's use Strength and Genius to play Make the Call. To play Nick. Ooh, actually, you know what? Rocket is not a bad call here at all. We're going to play Nick. Where is Nick? There he is. Nick is going to draw us 3 cards. We got 1. Photonic Blast is nice. Encounter card. We get 2 more. Okay. I'm going to draw 2 more. We got Energy, nice, and a Specialized Training. Interesting. Okay. Let's drop an Energy Channel. We'll have Gamora go ahead and take out the Grunt here. We'll discard until we get a, that's an upgrade. There's an event, nice. Let's use Helicarrier Energy to play Photonic Blast on the Badoon Sentry to take him out. And then we get to draw a card because we spent a Lightning resource into a Captain Marvel's helmet. Captain Marvel's helmet will play Specialized Training. It comes in with 10. I don't know if we're touching it at this point in the game, but it's out there, and it's a thing now. The main is slightly scary. We'll use Milano to take 3 threat off the main. Nick. Why is Sam exhausted? Did I get something that exhausted Sam, or did I just forget to unexhaust him? What was his... He got the Badoon Lieutenant, so I don't think he should be exhausted. Sam's got a pot shot and a basic activation, can take out the Badoon. So I feel like we're pretty good over there. So let's have Nick. Let's actually, you know what? I think we do have a lot of thwarts. So let's go ahead and start working on this a little bit. I'm going to take 2 off of that. And we're going to go... We're just going to sink 3 into the energy channel. We could take out the Badoon Lieutenant with the energy channel if we wanted to. No, we're not going to do that, but it's a thing that we could do. Jesse, no, first we're going to use Connection to the World Mind. And Strength to play Miss Marvel. Then we will exhaust and shuffle Connection into the encounter deck. Or not into the encounter deck, into my deck. And draw a card. Miss Marvel is a 3/1/1/3. After you play an event, we can exhaust Miss Marvel, deal 1 damage to her to return that event to our hand. Draw in. Okay, Connection. Not the time I wanted to draw that. Okay. Sweet. Let's go ahead and flip up to Nova. We're going to use Supernova Helmet to play a pot shot on the Badoon Lieutenant. We will pop it back to our hand with Miss Marvel. And that deals 4 damage to the Lieutenant. Nova is just going to punch the Lieutenant, which is going to ready the helmet. Let's use a Power Protection to play Ever Vigilant, which is going to ready and take 2 off of the main. Supernova Helmet is going to play Pot Shot to take 4 here. Take Drang down to 9. Nova is going to thwart off of Specialized Training, which will ready the helmet. We'll use the helmet and Force Field Generator to play What Doesn't Kill Me, to heal 2, take us up to 15. Because our max now is 20, and stand up. Let's use Med Team, before I forget, on Gamora. Let's use Med Team on Agent 13. Nova is going to thwart 2 here. We're getting really close to having a pretty epic Unleash turn. Drang is within striking distance, so Nova is going first next time. So maybe not, but I feel like we're within a pretty interesting like attack position where we can take out Drang, Specialized Training, maybe the main. Supernova Helmet connection will play Cosmo. Cosmo will thwart here. We're going to name Treachery. Hey, it is a Treachery, so he doesn't take consequential. But then now our Lightspeed Flight easily takes that. Pretty happy. Let's stand up. We do have a Nick as a blocker, so that's pretty cool. Everyone's ready. Everyone's ready. We're all good. Double check. We don't have any confusion. Sweet. Captain Marvel gets a Crisis, a Photonic Blast, Team Training, a Grouped, and a Call for Backup. 2, 4, 5. Nova gets 6. We got Lightspeed Flight, beautiful. Connection to the World Mine. Pot Shot, yes. Pot Shot, yes. Unleash, there it is. Ooh. So that's 4, 5, 6. It's kind of exciting, team. We're going to take this up to 10. I'm going to go here. Drang is going to attack here. We're going to block with Nick. It's going to be 3 plus 0. Bye, Nick. Then we're just going to take this one to the face. It's going to be 3. The villain is making an undefended attack. Place 1 threat on the main. Okay. 1 here, and then that pops our tough. Encounter cards. We got 1, 1, 1. Bombardment. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, resolve charge up. This comes in with 6. Give me things to kill. Oppressive Armada. So this comes in with 7. And Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support that we control. I'm going to discard this Reinforced Suit. And over here, we got to gang up. We're getting attacked. We're gonna take it. We're just gonna take it to the face. We got a lot of damage. We got a lot of health remaining, so it's gonna be 3. This is an attack, it's +2, so it's gonna be 5. Take 5. Actually, we're gonna take 4. 2, 4, and pew pew, right there. Let's put the Milano over here. This is gonna be a big turn for us because we can unleash a couple of times. I believe. I think we can do it a couple of times. So that's pretty exciting. Let's start it out by using a Supernova helmet to play a Unleash Nova Force. Until the end of the round, each time Nova defeats a enemy or removes the last threat from a scheme, ready Nova and draw a card. Here we go. We're then going to follow that up with a Clarity of Purpose, taking a damage to play Lightspeed Flight to remove 3 from here. That's going to clear Specialized Training. And a lot of things are about to happen. I'm actually thinking about taking the Thwart option instead of Combat Specialist. We're going to take Frontline Specialist over here. So we're at 9. We're going to go up to 13 anytime we take damage. Instead of Combat Specialist, I think I'm going to go with the Surveillance. And since we get to make that choice right now, I'm going to pull out the binder. But we got a lot of threat, and I feel like that's the better tactical move to take the thwarting option right now. Come here, Surveillance. So Nova now has +1 attack or +1 thwart. Whenever we make a thwart, we get to exhaust to draw a card. Okay. We cleared a side scheme. That means that Nova is going to have thwarted 2 over here on the Unimpressive Armada. We cleared a side scheme, so we get to ready and then draw into a Nick Fury. That's interesting. We are going to use Miss Marvel, deal a damage to pull Lightspeed Flight back to our hand. Okay. Nova we're going to use Supernova Helmet to play Pot Shot on Drang. Take him down to 4. Nova is going to thwart 3 off of Bombardment, which is going to take it down to 3. That's going to ready the helmet. We're going to use the helmet to clear Bombardment. Oh, and whenever we thwart, we get a card draw from Surveillance Specialist into What Doesn't Kill. Yes! What Doesn't Kill Me? Let's go. We're going to clear Bombardment, which is going to ready and draw us a card into Energy. Okay. Okay, so we can take this down. I'm trying to figure out what the best order of operations to clear. We have a Milano to take 3 here. Nova can take 3. And then we have a Lightspeed Flight, which is 3. I think we play Nick Fury here. So let's go Genius, Force Field, and... Oh, no. Genius and Energy to play Nick Fury. Nick Fury is going to draw us 3 cards. We got Power Protection. Beautiful. Ever Vigilant, nice, and another Unleash, which does not work. It's max 1 per round. Okay, let's go ahead and thwart for 3 here. Take us down to 8. That will ready the helmet. We're going to use the helmet to play Pot Shot to take out Drang. Drang... When revealed, discard the top 4. Oh, we get minions. I forgot about that. Oh, this is sick. Whenever I discard the top 8 cards of the deck, actually, there's only like 3 cards. So, okay. Whenever a minion is discarded this way, put it into play with the player who's engaged with the fewest minions. So we got the Badoon Warlord. That's going to... We'll go over here. And then we got a Badoon Assassin who's going to attack us for 3, which we'll throw into the tough. Then he comes in with 36 health. And then after he activates, we do the charge up. So not just on the schemes. So we got 10, 20, 30, 2. This is a fun match. This is a pretty fun match. I'm not gonna. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, so Drang is there. We took out the enemy, so we get to ready here and draw a card into a force field projection. I forgot how much he can just go. It's a little absurd, honestly. Nick is going to throw 2 here on the Warlord. We're going to use Nova to take out the Warlord. We need an acceleration token. So many things are happening. We take out the Warlord. It's going to ready helmet, ready here, draw a card into Starhawk. Supernova helmet will play Lightspeed Flight to clear 3 here. Takes us down to 2. Nova will punch the Assassin, which will ready helmet, ready here, draw us into a render medical aid. Jeez, team. We'll throw render medical aid out there. Love this. Okay. Supernova helmet will... What is Supernova helmet doing? Supernova helmet, force field projection, and a unleash Nova Force will play a force field generator. Comes in with 6. Nova is going to thwart off of the Armada. It's going to ready, draw. Team, this is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now. Let's go ahead and go 1 here. We'll name Treachery. It is a Treachery. Nice. So Cosmo doesn't take any damage. I think I'm overplaying Cosmo regardless, but yeah. Because we're gonna use the helmet and connection to play Starhawk. We'll discard Cosmo. We will thwart for 3 here. Take us down to 4. Ready the helmet. Power protection will play What Doesn't Kill Me to heal 2. Stand up. Milano will take 3 here. Nova will thwart 3 here. Take this down to 3. Supernova helmet. What Doesn't Kill Me will play... Trying to optimize. Supernova helmet. Ever Vigilant will play What Doesn't Kill Me, which will heal 2 and stand up. We will thwart 3 off of render medical aid. Heal a total of 5 damage from among characters. First off, we're going to have Starhawk punch for 2. So 2, 4, 5. 1. We're kind of at full health, but whatever. Ready, draw to another Ever Vigilant. We'll thwart here, which will ready, draw into a Lightspeed Flight. I think we finally ran out of steam, y'all. Unfortunately, I guess we'll punch for 2 here. I mean, the board is super clear. The board is super, super clear. We've got a lot going for us. And so let's see what Captain Marvel can do, because she is Captain Marvel also, I think, has a pretty sweet turn. We're actually gonna give Captain Marvel the +1 attack one. We're gonna give her, instead of the surveillance specialist, the combat specialist. That's gonna give her +1 attack. Draw a card whenever she swings. Speaking of, let's just start and swing for 3. It's gonna draw a card from combat specialist, which is a make the call. You don't say. Just have Nick in the discard, which we already have a Nick here, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and attack with 2 on Drang. We'll discard until we get a make the call. Alrighty then. We'll Clarity into a card draw, which is a Photonic Blast. Beautiful. Okay. Let's use Groot, Helicarrier, make the call for a Photonic Blast to deal 5 damage here, and we'll get to draw a card. Reinforce Suit. Agent 13 will punch for 1. Ready Helicarrier. Helicarrier. Crisis. And Team Training will play Photonic Blast to deal 5 and draw a card. Another Crisis. Alright. Quinn Carrier. Actually, let's do Call for Backup for Alpha Flight Station to draw into the power of all of us. Okay, nice. We'll use a Make the Call, Power of all of us, and a Reinforce Suit to play Make the Call. We'll bring Groot out. Groot's going to hang out with us now. We will go Quinn Carrier and Crisis to pump this up to 5. Then we'll trigger it to deal 10 damage to Drang. Take him down to 6. So close. Groot will hit him for 4, or for 2. Brings us down to 4. So close. So freaking close. We don't have the damage, do we? That's fine. We should be able to survive this phase and be okay. I really wanted it to be done on that turn though. That'd be really awesome. Okay, let's stand up. What a bonkers turn. I want to look and see how long that, like, time wise took, because that was a little crazy. We're gonna pitch both of these. Yeah. We got 3 Lightspeed Flight, Charlie, Force Field. Force Field. Force Field doesn't work. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage from an attack. So I can do it on Captain Marvel. Or I could do it on Nick, I guess. So it is a hero interrupt. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage, prevent 3. If you paid for it using a wild resource, deal 3 damage to an enemy. Okay. We got Ever Vigilant. What doesn't kill me? 2, 4, 5. Energy Barrier. Okay. Captain Marvel has got Make the Call, Power on all of us, Genius, Energy Absorption, Rocket 2, 4, 5. Sweet. We'll add 5 to the main. We'll resolve charge up. Drang is going to attack Nova. Let's block with Nick. Yeah. We'll block with Nick. It's going to be 3, 4, 5. Take Nick out. Drang, and we do charge up. Drang is going to attack here on Captain Marvel. This point, we're going to take this undefended. So Drang's going to hit us for 3, 4, 5. We're going to use Supernova Helmet to play Force Field Projection to prevent 3 of that damage, so we only take 2. Then we deal 3 damage. Put Drang at 1 damage. So close. So close. Nice. Charge up. Spray. Take this down to 1. And we'll throw 2 damage on Groot. If we had Charlie 27, that retaliate would have been it. Nice. Okay. We got. I decked out, so I need a card here. First player is here. Here. We've got an advance. Drang scheming for 3, 6. Ooh. Drang coming in hot. Got a barrage counter. Next up, blindside. We'll exhaust the Milano. Next up, an advance. Oh my goodness, look at this. Drang hitting for resolve the Badoon ship charge up ability for 3. That puts us at 14. And we'll resolve charge up again. Drang had a big turn. We had a big turn. Drang gets a big turn. I think that's just fair. Over here, Kree Manipulation, Surge. We're going to place the threat on the main. We went from 0, both being in hero form. How do we do that? That's wild. Surges into Rogue Vessel, which surges. Into Badoon Grunt, which surges. Into an Assault. Nice. We'll block with Groot here. Drang is going to hit for 3. This is an attack. It gets +2, so that's going to be it for Groot. Deal a damage to each player. Pass the Milano. And you know what? We're going to have... I feel like the protege, the teacher, would want the student to have the final attack. So we're actually just going to pass Captain Marvel's turn over to Nova, who's going to swing and take out Drang. Awesome. That was a ton of fun. That was a really cool match. I really enjoyed that. Getting both those clarities out. Clarity just works so very well for both of these characters. Nova being able to generate multiple resources for his wilds. Captain Marvel being able to rechannel with her clarity. Awesome. Great suggestion. Thanks, Jasco. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. You're awesome. Hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll see you next time. See you around. Peace.